Yo, hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is MetroJohnny, and if you're joining me from last episode where I kind of did a review, I didn't go in depth of the game, but it was more of a silly kind of video. I'm not gonna really review the game. I made a review on Access 17, I reviewed the menus and how everything works. The gameplay is the gameplay. You're gonna see that as you watch this series. So there's no point of me, doing a deep review of the game. But definitely check out the first episode I did where I do a little bit of a review. But today we are starting our franchise mode. Today we are about to find out what team drafts us. We are a head coach in the AFL, the Access Football League. So this is the rules here. I'm going to get 3 random spins. I've changed it from last episode, so if you did join me from last episode, I changed it. I'm not going to pick out of those 2 teams. I'm going to do the random spin. But instead here, I'm going to get 3 spins, and those are 3 teams that are going to be offering me a contract as a head coach. So let's see what those teams are. First spin, the Buffalo Indians. Now let me just write this down really quick. So they have an 81 offense, 80 defense, and 73 special teams. They run the pistol and the 4-3. I like the defense. Don't know if I like the offense though. Next team that is going to offer us a job is the Detroit Firebirds. Ooh, 82 offense. A weak defense though with only 78 overall. They run the West Coast and the 4-3. And then last but not least, come on, let's get a good team. Come on, the Cleveland Coyotes. Wow, look at that logo. I really like that logo. Holy crap. They run the single back and the 4-3. They have a very good offense, but they're pretty weak on defense. So these are the 3 teams that have offered us a job. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not going with Cleveland. It's either going to be between Detroit Firebirds or, here's all the teams by the way if you guys have not seen them. Look at Las Vegas Outlaws, man, 90 overall on offense. Mexico City Jaguars, they look good, wish we could have got them. But I already know what team we're going to go with. This, by the way, a throwback from a couple years ago on my Access Football 17 franchise series. I was the San Fran Sharks. That was a good time there. We were almost this team here, but the team we are going to be, we've looked it over. We've decided to sign with the Buffalo Indians. They have the best team for us to be successful with, and I want to hit the league running. An 81 offense and an 80 defense that gives us a solid base to build around. They're nowhere near the best team, but they are decent. I don't know if I like the pistol, but we'll work with it. So here we go. We're creating our franchise now. This is going to be a shorter episode, I think. I don't know if we'll get actual games in. Now, guys, when I say I'm a head coach, I truly mean I am a head coach. I am only going to be coaching the games. I'll be calling the plays, and the players will be handling them. Now, there is one thing I got to explain about the AFL. It does not work like your NFL. There are tiers to each. There are tiers in the AFL. Matter of fact, there are 3 tiers. 3 being the worst, and tier 1 being the best. Currently, here are your teams, man. The teams that are good. They're in tier 1. They play for the championship, the AFL Championship. Arizona, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Dallas, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston. Now Miami is a surprise. I'm surprised to see Miami in there. They are up on the uprise, but we'll see what happens as the years go on. Then you have your worst tier here. I'm not too sure if they have their own little cup that they play for. They may, but I do know if you finish in the top 4, you will get promoted to tier 2. If you are on a losing card, if you're in tier 2 or tier 3, tier 2 or tier 1 and you finish in last, as you can see there, there's a red card. That means he gets demoted. That team gets demoted. So we'll see what happens. But we are a struggling team. Buffalo is a struggling team down here with Cleveland. Teams that you would expect to be Mexico City, Montreal, New York, Orlando, San Fran, are all struggling to fight to try and get, their franchise back in order. So we are playing in the tier 3 standings and trying to bump up our tiers. So we're starting from the bottom, and I'm okay with that. I'm excited to see where this takes us, and hopefully we will be able to make it to the tier 1 championship, the AFL Championship Bowl, the biggest game of them all. It may take us a while though, because we're starting from the bottom, right? So this is going to be a franchise overview. We're going to take a look at this game, this franchise mode that this game offers for $20. This is it. This is what they're offering you. This is where you're going to get your money's worth if it works. That's the question. It didn't work last year. I'm hoping it works this year. Here's our playoff. You have a 16-game playoff, no bye. Nothing stupid like that. You have week 1 through week 16. That's how it works. You got your schedule. It looks like we do have some rivals. We play Cleveland twice. We play Oklahoma City twice. We should play Seattle twice. And that's it. Yeah, so that's our division, it seems like. Or at least the teams that we're meeting up twice this year against. So here we go. League schedule. So you can watch any game of any team. You can go onto the field and watch. And that's something I love. I have to hand it to the guy making Access Football 18. This is amazing. Madden is so... They frustrate me so much because... Say you don't make it to the Super Bowl. You want to watch the Super Bowl still, right? I mean, it's the biggest game of the year. Why can't I go and just at least spectate it? Well, guess what? This guy, he knows it, and he knows, he's going to give it to you in this game. So that's awesome. You can also not only watch the tier that you're in, but you can also watch the big boys in tier 1. Say you're stuck down here in tier 3. You can watch the big boys in tier 1 play. These are the big boys, at least this year. Right? So then you have the playoff schedule for, okay, this is awesome. This is actually awesome. So each tier does have a playoffs. Now this is the big boys playoff right here. Tier 1 playoffs. This is the big boys. It's 4 teams on each side, on each conference, meet up to play in the AFL Championship once, the playoffs go through. And tier 3, it looks like you have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. So 4 teams make it, and they go up against each other. And I'm not sure what C12 means. Oh, C12 of 2. So you'll play in the playoffs. You'll then go to, basically the tier 3 semifinals. Or no, I'm wrong. Excuse me. You'll go to the tier 3 cup, the tier 3 cup, and play, and then you have to win to move to the next tier. I love this game already. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't know why it's taking me a minute to collect all of this. This is, dude, I'm so excited for this series. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is how it works. I'm just going to say it out loud. You probably already know how it works. Say these are the 4 teams. Buffalo, Cleveland, Denver, Indianapolis. They've made it in the 4. Only one of those teams is going to get to move to the next tier. They're about to do a playoffs for it. 3 of the teams are going to get eliminated, and only one team will move on to the next tier. One of these teams will move on to tier 1. So each year, only one team will move. I love that. I am so in. When you get to the Big Boys League, only 4 teams aren't going to make it to the playoffs, and one of those teams is going to get eliminated from Tier 1. So this is really cool, guys. This is the base of our series. I'm hoping everything simulates well because I want to take this series very far. I said it in last episode. they say in the PlayStation Store, in the description of this game, they say that seasons are, you can have unlimited seasons. So I want to put that to the test. I want to take this pretty far, as far as I can take it. So here you go. You got your stats, league leaders, team leaders. We don't have any of that yet. Franchise stats, seasons. Wow, seasons. No way. Buffalo Indians seasons in tiers. So tier 3, 100%. We're gonna start off in tier 3. We're a tier 3 team. There you go. So there's the name of the cup. So tier 3's championship is called the Contenders Cup. Then tier 2's championship game is called the Challengers Cup, and then you got the AFL Championship Cup. So best season records, man, they're holding all of these records. This is amazing. Best season record 0-0, lowest total yards. Wow, highest total yards. You even have your franchise like records. I hope this works. The only thing I'm nervous about is that it's going to glitch out and it's not going to keep the right numbers. I'm praying that it does, because if it does, Access Football may have just outdone Madden 19. Madden 18, and I'm not just fucking playing around here. I'm not just saying that. This is awesome. Madden doesn't even hold these kind of stats for, long amounts of time. I mean, they do. I guess they do, but not like this. Okay, this looks better. I'm sorry, it does. Team stats rankings. Okay, everything's gonna be at 0 because they even have them split up into the different tiers, right? So you can check on every tier. So there it is. There's the stats. So we have our depth chart. We have player contracts. We have practice squads, injuries, trades, and free agency. Wow, there's even injuries. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Trades, there's freaking trades. There's free agency. See, none of this was in last year. This is nice. I'm already very, very pleased. So let's see what we have to work with. Tony Logan is our QB. He is a B+ overall. So that is how this works now. Wow, you have a practice squad too. Okay. 25-year-old Brent Casey is under him. Noel Fox. How do you switch position? Running backs. Here we go. B+, Tommy Burgess and Alfonso Bennett. I like the name generator already. To be honest, it seems a little better than freaking Madden's. Timmy Vaughn, Glenn Banks, Clifton Fields. We have a vet wide receiver. Tight end Harvey Franklin. Yo. Okay, so here's our offensive line, and this is cool. It's kind of simple. I like that though. You don't have to worry about right guard, left guard, center, none of that. It just throws them. It's an offensive line. They can play anywhere on the offensive line. Here's their stats. So this is our offensive line. Kind of weak. One of our better players is already 35 years old, and it's basically C's from there. So we probably need to work on an offensive line. Defensive line, again, same thing. Actually older on the defensive line and less talent. So we need to work on our line, basically, on both sides of the ball. Linebackers, 23-year-old Hector Cruz, man. He looks very good. He's very aware. Then you got Jan Gonzalez, 38. He's a vet. And then Gene Kennedy. So some older linebackers there. So what about our DBs? 29, 37, 27, 25. Pretty old, actually. That sucks. Our two best guys are up there in age. So that's fine. We'll work on that. This team is overall it's not bad. It's just we should be good in Tony Logan should be our guy for quarterback. We're fine in running back, I think, for a while. I don't know how the progression and the when the players start to go up and when they start to go down works in this game yet. It's going to take a couple seasons to get used to how everything works, I think. Free agency, we could dabble in it. I don't think we really should. There is a good quarterback though. He's 24. Gulamo. I don't know how to say his first name, but Tate. What a weird first name. Running backs, we don't really need any running backs. Yeah, you're not gonna get anything really that we can work with. Maybe we get a young defensive line guy in there. Zach, dude, I don't know how to freaking. That was that long Zach. Zacharia Watkins. 26. He's only 22, man. We're gonna pick this guy up. Let's offer him a contract so I can show you guys how it works and I can find out how it works. Annual pay. I say we give him like that, right? That's a good deal for 3 years? Let's see. My client would like a higher salary. Is he gonna take it? He might have taken it. I just offered him the contract, and a contract has been accepted. So there's our first signing there. We'll see how he goes on the team. Defensive line. Where do I go to see where he's at? Did I pass him? Did I pass him? Depth chart. He wasn't at offensive line, was he? Pretty sure he was defensive line. I don't see him. Maybe it takes it a minute to before we get him. Maybe he went to the practice squad. Yeah, he went to the practice squad. There we go. Yeah, oh, our active squad is full. So there's our practice squad. Okay, so let's go back to depth chart. Let's go to who should we send? I want to send our older guys. Let's send this guy here to send the practice squad. I clicked it. It goes a little slow. It's a little laggy, but that's fine. Now let's go to practice squad and let's send this guy to our active roster. We'll get him there. Watkins. And now let's check our depth chart. Does it automatically set him where he needs to be, maybe? No, it doesn't. So we'll have to select him and we'll put him in for Ben Love. Ben Love's older. So now we have a younger team defensive line. I like that already. We made our first upgrade. It was nothing big, but it makes me happy. Roster spots 1. Okay, so then you got your trade, which is where we could trade with any team. You can trade outside of your tier. You know, this is just one league. It's just split into tiers. So don't think of it as different leagues. It is still one league. Now my question, one thing I don't know is if we play other teams out at different tiers. So let's take a look at this tier real quick. Let's take a look at tier 3. These are all the people in tier 3. Do we play anybody outside of tier 3 is the question. Denver, Orlando, San Fran. It wouldn't make sense if we did. So if we don't, I'd be fine with that. I don't think we do, boys. This game is so far put very, very, very good together. The franchise mode, man. I've got hats down already. Hands like, dude. I'm so freaking excited. I am so excited. I appreciate him working on this and making this game. Finally bringing it to console. I had 17 on PC, so I'm just hoping it sims good. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I am excited. So we're going to wrap this up because it looks like we're already... Wow, look at this. They even have Offensive Player of the Week and Defensive Player of the Weeks. They have yearly awards. Oh my goodness, boys. If everything sims correctly, he has just made a game better than Madden. I'm saying that because, I don't know. Maybe I sound a little crazy to say it's better than Madden, but if it sims correctly... It's got more game modes than... Am I crazy to say it's better than Madden? Am I? I don't know. I feel kind of... Part of me feels stupid to say that, but a part of me feels like, you know, Look at this, man. Coach mode, spectate mode, play mode. I can spectate each tier's championship game. I just realized that. I can freaking, I don't know, man. I'm in shock. I actually did not expect it to be this is amazing. I hope you guys are excited, man. The Buffalo Indians, it's going down, boys. As long as this game sims correctly, I think this series can go a long way. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think? And take a look at my team. What should we try and do? I don't know if there's a draft now. I don't know about that. So we'll just see how that goes, how that plays out. But hope you guys did enjoy.